So Dresden is a larger city. It's about 500,000 people. Dresden's history goes back forever. It was actually the capital of Saxony, during earlier times before the actual republic was established. So its history goes back forever. It's got a ton of church history. That's where the church headquarters were when in East Germany, essentially. So that's where President Monson was a lot. That's where East Germany was dedicated for the preaching of the gospel, was in Dresden. The city has tons of history. The city is kind of divided in two because the Elbe River runs through the middle of it, which makes it kind of cool because you'll travel back and forth over the river, which is just kind of fun because, it's the river. It's right in the middle of the city. In the middle of the city, they have in every city they have what's kind of called the Innenstadt. It's kind of the city square kind of a deal. And Dresden's city square, kind of inner city part, is really cool because they have what's called Altstadt and they have Neustadt. Altstadt is basically where they've taken all of those older buildings, that you see in Europe. They were destroyed, and what they've done is they've rebuilt them, and they look relatively replicated. So they have these beautiful churches and these beautiful buildings that were destroyed, and they've rebuilt them that hold just so much history. It's really cool because you walk through the city and they're digging up parts of it, and you're seeing the sites of where the actual city was. You can see the stairs and the rooms of these older buildings that were destroyed. Dresden was completely flattened. It was destroyed. They called it the firebombing. It was destroyed. So it's cool to see how they've rebuilt. Literally, they've rebuilt this city into something super. It's beautiful. You go over into Neustadt, over on the other side of the river, and it's like, not to be like bagging on the sea, but it's like the ghettoist area I've ever seen. But it was cool too, because it's these small, narrow streets with all these shops and these different cultures and people. I didn't always feel the safest there, but it was super cool, just the environment and the culture that was there and what was going on. And when it comes to, church history, there's just so much going. There's a strong word there. It's actually where Karl G. Maser, he established the first branch there in Germany, from BYU. So there's so much in Dresden. There's so much history when it comes to like Christmas time. Christmas came from in the middle of Germany, that area. Things like the Christmas tree, the Nutcracker, things that are so common to us come from there, and so they just blow it up like crazy there. So it's gorgeous over there when it comes to Christmas time, and the area is just very, very beautiful. And in terms of its history, the people, the cultures, the sights, the sounds, the smells. When it comes to transportation, we traveled all by bus and by train, in inner city trains. And it's all by train basically in Germany, which is fun because they have in the bigger cities, they have the subway, or they have these trains that go around the city. And it's fun because that's just how you travel, and you meet so many different people there. We couldn't proselyte directly on those trains, but it never hurt to say, hi, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from? And it just opened up a lot of opportunities too. So it's very cool how interconnected the city is by that system and that feel that it has.